I'd like to share a meditation on the nature of light, love, and unification. I'm going to represent a middle point in this dynamic mandala of light. From light is created quantum particles. Within quantum particles themselves, there's carriers for all the forces, the known forces in the universe. The combination of these forces and particles create atoms. And then going up a few levels of complexity, we have atoms that are the fundamental constituents of cells. Now let's look at this at another level of detail. So we have light in the center, but if we think about light, practically it has a finite speed, and because of that finiteness, we experience reality as past, present, future, and also there's a sense of separation because of the finiteness of speed between one island of matter and another island of matter. But if we look at these four characteristics, the essence of them is that the past, when we look around us, we see the result of the past. So the essence of it is a presence. In the present itself, there is a continuous play of forces, and so the essence is power, by which perhaps the most powerful force will express itself. The essence of future is a sense of direction, so there's an innateness, an essence of knowledge. And the sense of separation that's created is the basis for a growing harmony at matter and then at more complex levels. So implicit within the nature of light, we have presence, power, knowledge, and harmony. So there's a codification in this light, and this codification then expresses itself as different fundamental quantum particles. So when we look at, or when we consider the essence of presence, we know that the Higgs boson creates mass for any fundamental particle that has mass. We know that leptons are of the essence of power. So a surrogate is electrons, for example, that creates all the dynamic energy that we experience. The essence of knowledge is quarks, so the vehicle for knowledge is quarks, which constitutes the nucleus of any atom and therefore imprints it with the behavior that it will have in the universe. And the essence of harmony is the particles that we call bosons, that are carrier particles for all the forces that we have discovered in the universe. So delving further into this nature of the forces that we've discovered, we have four fundamental forces. So looking at the essence of the force that characterizes presence, this is the electromagnetic force that of which the photon is the carrier boson, and the electromagnetic force really creates all this presence that we experience around us, atoms, molecules, and so on. When we think about power, we look at the weak force. The weak force allows protons and neutrons to interchange, giving out radiation, and its carrier particles are the W and Z bosons. When we think about knowledge, the force that is a vehicle for that can be thought of as the strong force, and the carrier particle for the strong force are the gluons. And this is what gives the nucleus its stability. And when we think about harmony, the essence is perhaps the force of gravity, and the carrier particle for that is the hypothetical particle gravitons. Now going up a notch or a level of complexity, at the atomic level, we have classification of atoms also into a fourfold scheme. And if we think about presence, then there's the D shell elements. So the D shell really is a certain configuration of probability configuration around the nucleus that specifies a range of elements or atoms. When we think about power, we have S shell elements that represent, or the vehicles for power. The vehicles for knowledge are the P shell elements, and the vehicles for harmony are the F shell elements. Going up a few levels of complexity to the cellular level, we have the presence, which is captured, or the vehicle for presence is the protein, which is the workhorse element or the molecular plan in the cell. The essence of power is polysaccharides. The essence of knowledge, nucleic acids, and the essence of harmony is lipids. Now, so essentially what we have is from the infinitesimal levels to the barely visible levels of a cell at 10 to the minus 6 meters, families of either presence, power, knowledge, or harmony that create the complexity of matter around us. So we have this family of presence that's captured by this petal, if you will, the family of power that's captured by this petal, the family of knowledge that's captured by this petal, and the family of harmony that's captured by this petal here. And this shows us how these fundamental principles really organize matter at various levels of complexity, starting from the infinitesimal level to 10 to the minus 34 at the quantum particle level, to 10 to the minus 11 at the atomic level, to 10 to the minus 6 at the cellular level in terms of meters. But more astoundingly, the stability at any of these levels is only assured through the action of love or unification. So all these parts have to connect together at that level of complexity. And so through an action of love, there's a unification that takes place and that organizes all of matter as we see it. So everything that we are, everything that is around us, is the action of multiple levels of love. And the question is, as we organize things dynamically, collectively, socially, economically, to what extent can we just yield to this tremendous power of love that's implicit in the smallest of small things that make up every single thing in us and around us?